Peace and love, Supreme Soul family. Welcome back to the Sacred T Square. I am your creator and host, Teleficent the Excellent T Honey, the artist. Really quickly, I'd like to invite you to check out my website. Check out TrueExquisiteAllure.com. Check out my spiritually based arts and merch, as well as True Exquisite Allure Co. over on the Facebook. And anyone who gives that business page a like can receive my special 25% off any of my spiritually based arts and merch. Make sure that you join the Order of the Sacred T Square on Facebook as well as facebook.com/the Order of the Sacred Ones. And that is how you can book as well. And click the services tab to check out the pricings and the readings available to you. Peace and love supreme to you all, family. This is going to be the Harry Potter Decoded. I'm so excited to bring forth this message. This is a channel message that I received last week after everything unfolded here in Minneapolis. And I kept explaining to people everything. There is much more involved in what we're seeing here than what meets the eye. Okay? And I keep explaining to people, well, these are rituals that are taking place. They like, how is that so? Excuse me, family. Excuse me. Had to kick my legs up here. They're like, how is that so? I went through the whole breakdown on the Ascension Traps Part 3. So if you haven't watched the Ascension Traps series, please do make sure that you watch those to make sure you get an understanding of what's going on here, because it all connects, it all ties together, family. Okay, because in those Ascension Trap videos, I talk about what my guides have been describing to me as. They're describing the matrix as a societal conformatory. Okay, where basically like some crazy ass lab or asylum where motherfuckers are being made to conform, okay, to they're being made to negate their gifts and what's special about them and conform to what they deem proper for society. Okay, and how they use media, okay, and propaganda to control the different psychological aspects. Okay, so check out those Ascension Trap videos, because this relates to this. This is a channeled message for the Divine Star Seeds regarding the Harry Potter series. And the reason why it was so perfect and the Divine probably chose Harry Potter is because I have my own peer group, or my own generation basically watching me here. So I when I look at the stats, I have 25 to 35 watching and tuning into these messages. And we are the ones that are most familiar with Harry Potter. Okay, we either read the books growing up or love the movies. Okay, and Spirit wants to use this wonderful story, okay, of Harry to break down what is going on here on the world stage. Okay? Okay. So, now that we know why we're here, let's get it on down. Okay. The Divine took me step by step, okay, in regards to the roles in the movies, right alongside the roles of society, or the societal conformatory structure. Okay? Okay. So, with us being Divine Star Seeds, okay, Harry, Hermione, and Ron, okay, They represent us as children of the divine, as divine star seeds, okay? That have come here to kind of help and assist other star seeds, as well as fulfill the missions of our parents that were interrupted, break old cycles in this. So Harry, Hermione, and Ron is us. Okay? Okay. Now, Dumbledore. Dumbledore, you could say, represents like what we believe in the spirit realm, whether that's God, the angels, ancestors, um, whichever deities you believe in, whatever higher power you believe in. Okay, Dumbledore kind of carries that energy. Why? Because he's the most powerful of all, okay, of all of the magic world, okay, of all of the known magic world, essentially, till us, okay, until Harry, Hermione, and Ron, okay, until the rebirth of the divine star seeds of the divine's children. Dumbledore was the one, okay? So, alright, so think of Dumbledore as God, the archangels, or the ancestors, the angelic realm, okay? Okay. And now they said Snape, Professor Snape, McGonagall, and Hagrid, okay, that these are like our protectors. These are like your guardians, your spirit guides, or your specific guardian angels, okay? That work with you specifically, that work with and help you cultivate your own spiritual gifts and what have you. Okay? Yes. And okay, make sure I got everything with that. Yes. All right. Now, Umbridge. Okay? Umbridge and the Ministry of Magic. Okay? Now, I started with us and then went from the top down. Okay? Yo, so Umbridge and the Ministry of Magic, you could think of them like the Queen, the royal families, or the royal bloodlines, or you could think of them as um, you know, British intelligence, okay, part of the British royal bloodlines that came over here. It extends here as far as America, because America is actually a corporation, okay? And it all goes back to the crown, basically. So, or the royal family, or the royal bloodlines, so they call it, okay? But they say the Umbridge in the Ministry of Magic, why that equates to them is because there's beings, okay, high level energy, high level spiritual energetic beings, okay, that control They're trying to control the way we view things in society. Okay, they're trying to control the way we think of certain things. Okay, they're trying to control our perception through the media, through these rituals they hit on the world stage, and what have you. Okay, okay. And so, just like how Umbridge in the Ministry of Magic went in, tried to take Dumbledore, they took Dumbledore out of Hogwarts and tried to come in and take over, and came in and took over Hogwarts. Okay, and didn't allow for the students to experience the height of their magic or the height of their learning potential as far as how to defend themselves. Okay, they came in and fed them false information. Okay, um, they came in with diversions. Okay, just teaching them the just teaching them how to counteract negative spells, but not actually showing them how to utilize the tools, trying to stifle the learning experience, okay, or trying to stifle the skill set of these people, and trying to control the narrative of basically us, of the divine star seeds. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense and you can make that correlation. All right, then with Voldemort, right, with Voldemort or Time Riddle. Okay, I'm gonna be coming at Voldemort from two angles. Okay, first way I want to take Voldemort. First, I'll give you the example of with Voldemort being the Dark Lord, with Voldemort being playing and taking on that role. Okay, here in the 3D, that would translate to like the Grand Wizards, the Grand Wizard, basically of Freemasonry or of their different or of the Illuminati or of their different secret societies. Okay, Voldemort will represent them or him or whoever it is. Okay, um, because there's always a secret agenda that Voldemort is carrying out, a secret sinister darkness that only he himself knows about, and no one really knows the truth about it but him. Okay, and so there's that, and there's him trying to control their perception, um trying to carry on the whole Slytherin situation with the wanting only there to be pure bloods and this whole thing, the pure bloods and the muggles and this that. Um, when Tom himself had muggle parents, you see what I'm saying, or his father was a muggle. You see what I'm saying? So there was that. But then Tom also learned the dark magic, but used it in a malevolent manner on the low that didn't nobody know about. Splitting his own soul so many times. You see what I'm saying? By doing these dark rituals all the time, splitting the soul that many times. Things like this. And losing himself, not having a proper regard for himself, this, that, This is why there's two aspects of Voldemort. Voldemort also represents um our lower self, okay, or Harry's lower self, okay. Just like how we all have the ability, just like Harry had the ability to speak Parseltongue, okay. Um, they say that all the time that life and death lies in the power of the tongue. That what you speak will ultimately come into existence. So you have the ability to either bless or curse yourself. We all do. You see what I'm saying? And so there's this coming into play. But just like Harry could speak Parseltongue, okay, just like how they Harry and Voldemort share the same darkness in the mind. You see what I'm saying? Or same dark feelings. Um, Having both been orphans. You see what I'm saying? And this, that. Or outcasts and this, that. You see what I'm saying? So Voldemort represents the aspect of Harry's lower self in the Deathly Hallows when Harry finally Voldemort had did so much darkness and was just doing so much so willy-nilly. He didn't realize how much he was of his energy he was giving out. How many times he actually split the light of his own soul. He didn't even realize that Harry himself was a Horcrux. You see what I'm saying? That a piece of himself had imprinted onto Harry. He didn't do that on purpose. You see what I'm saying? Um, these are the things that I feel like this is speaking to the actions that we will take when we are in our lower nature. How, we'll act out when we're angry, or, shoot, you horny, so you'll go after someone you lust for, or whatever have you. Actions that you take in the lower self. Entertaining dark thoughts. Acting in a manner that you know isn't the best for you. You know what I mean? These are the things that we have to transcend, or these are the constant negative influences that are around us. Because with Voldemort comes the Death Eaters, right? Okay, and the Death Eaters basically will represent the shadow government or the deep state. Look those up. If you don't understand what that is, look that up. Okay? Who got some decent videos on it? If y'all aren't aware of Young Pharaoh got the information on the elites, the deep state, elitist rituals, this, that, and the third, and verifiable references and resources in regards to that if you aren't aware. So that's just a reference point for you. But I will say the Death Eaters representing the deep state or the shadow government, okay, carrying out the will of Voldemort, okay, and some of them being double agents, okay, or energies that work both sides of the fence. They'll, half of the Ministry of Magic was also Death Eaters. So there's that whole double agent situation. And then they're controlling what we see and what we hear and what we learn and how fast we learn it. And if we know how to counteract it or not. Things like things of this manner. Okay. Um, the Dementors. Okay, the Dementors. Okay, when when the government hits these rituals in front of everybody on the world stage, I went through in the Ascension Traps Part 3 how that's basically a old wizard trick, a old rebinding spell to try to loop us and trap us in the old timelines. Okay? The Dementors are like the energies, the malevolent energies that are being called in during rituals. These are energetic vampires that are feeding on the light of divine star seeds. Okay, so know and understand, if you out there protesting or rioting, please protect yourself energetically, because these are mass rituals going on and they are calling in dark energies to feed off of the light of divine star seeds. Um, the riots and the protests, so many young lives are being snatched up. Okay, Black women and children are still being snatched up. This is like a smorgasbord for traffickers, um, and people. I mean, in the shadow government and the government unknowingly doing certain rituals before you and calling in darker energies to police you energetically, but to feed off you as well, to keep you um, in a check or in a bound, in like a boundary. You know what I mean? But this is the thing: is we are DA. We are the divine star seeds. Okay, and with Dumbledore representing the divine, we are Dumbledore's army, essentially. Us as divine star seeds, we are the divine army. Just like they have double agents that work in the ministry of the magic that are also Death Eaters, okay, and really triple agents because they also teach the divine star seeds and trying to gain their trust and things of this nature, right? Okay, we are the divine star seeds. We are the magical ones. We are uh uh we are the divine army. Dumbledore's army. I found that interesting. That I could just say the divine's army. You know, this is how I know that Dumbledore was representing the divine. Okay? Let's see here. Oh, also, the different um the different spells or the different charms that they would use with the wands, expecto patronum, this, that, um Wingardium Leviosa, things like this. um the spells are basically just their etymological breakdowns of actual words. They're the Latin root form of the actual words. Um, and here's the interesting thing is that the kill spell of Water Cadaver, right? The kill spell is actually the reverse of abracadabra. And abracadabra is I create as I speak, right? So abracadabra is I destroy as I speak, or I kill as I speak. You see what I'm saying? So this is the thing. We're dealing with beings that come through and try to switch that everything existence is meant to be, and flip it on its head, and create a parallel reality that is the flip side, or that is the reverse side of the coin. Okay. Now I also want to talk about how with magic in any form, I don't care, because there's many different forms. Please do not dabble with anything that you are uncomfortable with. Try to stick to things that uh you're attached to already. Like me, I've been a healer. There's healers on my family line. So I'm a healer. You see what I'm saying? It's natural for me to be a mystic. You see what I'm saying? It's natural for me to be following this path. Do what's natural for you to do. Okay? In every form of magic, the key is intention. What are your intentions? Because see, just like the good guys and the bad guys knew the same information, had the same knowledge, knew the same words and the same spells, right? And know that words are spells. So there's that. Okay? But know that they had the same information, they had the same spells. They were equally as powerful. But what mattered, what was in their heart, okay, and what their intentions was, because the magic came from their heart, okay, and the intention you have to set here. You see what I'm saying? Heart, then mind. You see what I'm saying? This is the thing. So your intentions are everything, star seeds. Okay? You want to make sure that you keep your lower self in check. You see what I'm saying? Just like, okay, sometimes you gotta allow people to think they won. Voldemort had to think he won. He had to think he killed Harry. Okay. Really, he killed off the last piece of himself that was resistant to his own divine journey. Okay. That's what really happened to Voldemort. Okay. This is the ego death, or what they refer to as the ego death, which really is just the ego healing. Okay. Essentially. Because even though he ran out of time in the 3D finally, after all of them parts of himself having to be dispersed, he as an energy still exists. He just had to go on and reconfigure to do something different. He can no longer exist there, and that realm was no longer his purpose. You see what I'm saying? This is the divine also teaching us how to let go of things that no longer serve our purpose and things of this nature. To watch the acting out of ego and things of that nature. Okay? And lastly, I want to touch on the Deathly Hallows, and I want to encourage you to use your own Deathly Hallows star seeds. Okay? What I mean by this, What were the three Deathly Hallows? Okay. The Cloak of Invisibility, the Elder Wand, which was Dumbledore's wand, right? And the Resurrection Stone. Okay? Okay? No one understand that the Deathly Hallows are very deep. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, I just ate tacos right before this, my bad. The Deathly Hallows are deep. They represent basically the left hand path. Okay? Which is the feminine energy, okay? The energy of the cosmic mother, and of Mother Gaia, of Mother Earth, okay? The womb man and the stone, okay? Okay? So it's a deep understanding, okay? Because the cloak was the triangle. That's the womb. That's creation. Okay. Um, a line is the line that was in the center. That was a connecting point, which created a split. Okay, which created two triangles from the one. Okay, in the stone. Okay, which helps basically keep it ciphering or cycling or continuing. Okay, so like this is very deep. Cloak your energy. Divine Star Seeds. Work on your psychic protection. Okay, because as we disclose more, as we take down the system, as we step more into our divine power, snarly energies out here that's being called in by the fake government and the elites and them. You see what I'm saying? They're trying to control the reality. Okay? We have to cloak our energy. Okay? Cloak your energy. Okay? Ask for divine guidance and protection wherever you go. Cover your crown. Cover your crown. You know, when you're going into your meditative states and things like this, and cover your crown. Okay? A lot of energy coming in and throughout your head. You can be a beacon at times. Cover your crown. Make sure you cloak your energy, okay? Alright. What do wands do? Wands redirect energy. You command your energy, okay? Pick up your spiritual tools, whichever ones you use. Learn them, study them, but whatever you do, pick them up, use them, but remember your intentions. Your intentions in doing things from the heart, what you're doing from the heart, what's in your heart when you do what you do. These things matter, okay? Okay. Because if you don't do things in the right intentions, you create the negative chain reaction that's going to have to come back to you, aka karma. Okay? Okay. So, wands. Good for directing your energy. Okay? To direct or redirect energy. Okay? Negative energies, people throwing negative energies with you. Use your copper wand. Use your crystals yourself. Cast it out. Redirect it. You see what I'm saying? You got a heart chakra blockage. Take your selenite wand. Do this here. Cast it out. Oh, you got negative, dark thoughts or what have you. Okay? You get what I'm saying? All right. So, cloak your energy, redirect your energy. And with the resurrection stone, this to resurrect, to transform, okay, you have to harness your life power, harness your energy, okay? You have to breathe, okay? The breath of life. Go into deep meditative states, you know what I mean? Connect to Mother Earth. Harness her energy. Let it transform you. She heals you, you help heal her. You feel what I'm saying? Cloak, redirect, and harness your energies, divine star seeds. Do it with the pureness of the intention and the goodness of your heart. Do it anything in the name of love, like Lillian Potter showed us when she stood in the gap, when she cast that love between Voldemort and Harry. Okay, love still works. Okay, love still reigns supreme. Anything that you do with the love of your heart shall be done, because we are the children of the divine. Pick up your tools, use them with all your heart and all your love and all your might, and shout out to J.K. Rowling for this beautiful story of Harry Potter, for giving us a guide, something we can go off of and work from, something that we showed that we were showed that could be an example. And shout out to my spirit guides, my spirit team, my angels, my guides for that specific download and breakdown and parallel between how Harry Potter plays out and what plays out in what they are calling the Matrix, the societal conformatory. Okay? So, if you have not watched the Ascension Trap videos, please do check those out. This has been the Harry Potter Decoded. Should I think of any more, or should Spirit give me any more insight in regards to Harry Potter, I may be, in fact, doing another Harry Potter Decoded. Okay? Just depends on the messages that come through. Peace and love supreme to you. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure that you join the Order of the Sacred T Square over on Facebook. That's facebook.com/the Order of the Sacred Ones to book personal readings. Okay? Peace and love supreme to you all.